Hey, I'm Lisa Lee, and for this Stop and Chat, we have Little Big Town. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Well, first things first, congratulations on the Grammy nomination. That is amazing. Now, obviously, you wrote Little White Church. Did you guys know you had something special when you finished that one?
Yeah, we did. Well, Karen brought in the idea that day, and then we wrote it really fast, and we knew right then it was really special. And then when we got in the studio and cut it, it came even more to life, and the musicians were all excited about it. And that's when we started going, could this be the first single on the record? And it was. And
well, it has such a, I was trying to describe it in my own head, it's so swampy and southern and funky, and it's like, it sounds to me like, I don't know if you're True Blood fans, but it sounds to me like it could fit nicely in True Blood. But
I like that.
But
we had a song on the pilot episode of True Blood. The last scene of vampire death goes into Bones from the Road to Fear record. So
I was looking at the liner notes for The Reason Why. How do you guys work it? Because you've always been so good at letting each of you shine on different tracks.
Yeah, it's pretty democratic. I mean, you know, the whole thing is trying to make the song, you know, live in the best place that it can. And we get in the studio with songs and work them out and throw different people in there and try them out. And
sometimes it has to be a certain singer, you know, like it just feels like, oh, that's, you know, her song or his song. And then sometimes we write something with someone in mind, like, you know, I think we didn't write Can't Have Everything necessarily with Kimberly in mind, but as it was finishing, we were thinking, wow, this is a great moment for her, you know? So sometimes we're crafting towards someone's voice, and then sometimes we'll put everybody in there to sing a song, and we can't figure out who should deliver the story.
Right.
And then finally, we'll land on a key where the harmonies sound great, and say, okay, it's his moment.
It's natural, right?
Yeah, but it can be challenging.
Well, oddly enough, the next single is one you didn't write. Tell me about Kiss Goodbye and why that was the next single and what you loved about that song.
that was one of those songs that I think just came alive in the studio as well. It was a last-minute addition to a tracking session. We were cutting a big bulk of the record, and Karen and I were at home one night and kind of scrolling through emails, and Autumn at Capitol, our A&R girl, sent us an email and said, I think you really need to listen to this song again because it's haunting me. So pulled it up and listened to it, and I ran upstairs. She was working upstairs, and I just put headphones on her and punched play, and was like, just listen. And by the end of it, she was like, oh yeah, we missed that one. We had gotten it before, actually, from a friend of ours that pitched it to us, and it was in a bunch of songs, and we kind of missed it, but sent emails to everybody at like 1 in the morning going, I think we should consider this tomorrow, and got to the studio and worked it up and bumped off one song and cut that one.
we've never done anything vocally like that either, like the chorus with such big vocals that soar so much. So that's something I think that is really unique to this song, and
We have to
something
be
we've never
well
done
rested
before.
to sing that song.
Well, speaking of well rested, I don't think any of you are these days because you all have kids now, and there's been a lot of change in your personal lives over the last few years. You're all married, you all have kids, and I was just curious, how do you think being parents now influences your music, or how does that show up on your records or what you do for a living?
For me, it's about, I don't think you can know the joy or love. I mean, when you're in a relationship, you know a certain kind of love, but that parenting love is like so beyond anything I could have ever hoped for. I hope it makes me a better songwriter. I hope I can tap into that love and what it would be to not have it, you know, because there's a depth there that, I don't know, it's the greatest joy you could ever feel.
Yeah. One thing we love to do is get the fans involved, and we did post on our Facebook about questions for you guys. The first one is, this is from Rachel, and she wants to know, how did you come up with your name? You've told this story before.
Okay, well, we were, you know, brainstorming in Kimberly's living room in the early goings, and
We didn't like any of the names for this.
we won't mention
go there.
don't mention those names. So we were flipping over this on a CD. It said Little Big Town Publishing on like a little small, and somebody said it out loud, and we all kind of lit up and said, "That's it. That says it."
Okay, this one is from Cherie Louise. I love her name. And I just have to read this whole thing because it's so cute. She says, I love Little Big Town, but I just want to know if they plan on staying around for a long time, hopefully more than 10 years. So my question is, are they so closely knit that there won't be any bickering or splitting up? I hope to see them well into my 90th birthday, still going as a group.
Oh my.
Oh, dear God.
Well, in 12 years, there's been bickering. And it hasn't broken us up
It hasn't.
yet. Yeah.
No.
No, not much of it. But
No,
a
you
little.
know, a lot of bands, you'll see people kind of in and out, and there'll be replacements. That won't happen with us. I think
We're either a band or we're not a
Yeah,
band.
yeah,
More or
yeah.
less, you know.
it's us as a unit, and we plan on doing this as long as we can. You know, as long as we're physically able.
Yeah, I hope we reach that. Her
90th birthday too, yeah.
I want to last that long.
Yeah, I agree.
Take me down to the little white church. Take me